Welcome to SATV News. This is Nouri Alamin with the headlines. Despite ban, hundreds of motorbikes throng Podda Bridge Toll Plaza. Authorities turned them away. Ferry pickup trucks carrying them across the river. Government must identify those who conspired against Podda Bridge project, said HC. Why would World Bank cancel funding? Connectivity is the key to national development, said Prime Minister. Podda Bridge would change the fate of the people of 21 districts. Despite the ban on motorbikes on Podda Bridge, hundreds of two-wheelers have been showing up at Mawa Toll Plaza to cross the river since this morning. Around 1,000 motorbikes have been turned away by traffic police and the bridge's toll authorities from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. today. The motorbikes crossed the bridge through the pickup truck. Some others passed the Podda River through the ferry from the Shimulia Ghat. At least 500 motorbikers crossed the Podda Bridge River to ferry from the Shimulia Ghat and BIWTC's authority as well. When the bikers were not allowed to cross the Podda Bridge, they tried to forcibly enter around 9 a.m. and blocked movement of other vehicles in front of the Toll Plaza. At the time, no vehicle could go through the 4 lanes for the 20 to 30 minutes. Then the vehicles used just one lane. At one stage, announcement of ferry movement for the motorcycles was made through the miking at Shimulia Ghat, said police sergeant of the Mawa Traffic Police Outpost. He said that the situation has been calm since the 10 a.m. and they are making announcement through the miking so that the bikers leave the Podda Bridge entrance. Bikers complained that everyone has to cross the Podda Bridge for urgent work. From the Toll Plaza, they came to know that a ferry would carry them across the Podda River. But when they went to the ferry car, the authorities refused to operate the ferry. So they again gathered and demonstrated at the Toll Plaza. Later on, the authorities assured to operate the ferry and they moved to the Shimulia Ghat. Amidst the ongoing ban on the motorbikers plying the Podda Bridge, bikers seems to have come with a situation against the motorbike or pickup trucks crossing the Podda Bridge. The High Court has stressed the need to identify the conspirators who sought to undermine the Podda Bridge project by raising false allegations of the corruption over the constructions of the mega infrastructure. Referring to the World Bank cancellation of the $1.2 billion in the credit for the project, the panel of Justice Muhammad Nazrul Islam Talukdar and Justice Qazi Muhammad Izarul Haq Akondo asked why the global lender would withdraw funding in the absence of any conspiracy. The Podda Bridge is a national asset. It's our pride, Justice Talukdar said at a hearing on the rule over the matter on Sunday. Those who stand against the nation's development needs are enemies of the state who need to be identified. The international conspirators must be tracked down. The court later fixed on Tuesday for the next hearing on the matter. The Podda Bridge Authority collected at Dhaka 2,940,300 toll in the first 24 hours of the opening of the Podda Bridge for the traffic movement. The toll was collected from 6 a.m. to Sunday on 6 a.m. on Monday. An official of the Podda Bridge project said, and a total number of 51,316 vehicles crossed the bridge over the same period. The Podda Bridge was open for the vehicular movement from the 6 a.m. on Sunday. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina unveiled the flag on the 6.15-kilometer Podda Bridge on Saturday. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on Monday said her government has been working to improve the connectivity throughout the country for the economic progress and the industrialization as well. The Premier was addressing a function arranged at her office through the virtual platform to her official residence at Ganabhabon. In the function of the 45 financial institutions donated some 305 crore taka at the Prime Minister's Relief and Welfare Fund for the flood-hit people. On behalf of the PM, her Principal Secretary Ahmad Kaikaus received the check of the donation from the top representatives of the bank. Hasina said a strong communication network creates a huge number of scope for the accelerating development pace, industrialization and business as well. So So talking about the recently opened Podda Bridge, she opened the bridge to change the fate of the people of the 21 districts. 12 justices of the Supreme Court, Appellate Division and High Court Division have been infected with COVID-19 amid a recent uptick in the coronavirus cases in the country. Revealing the development on Sunday, Chief Justice Hassan Siddiqui noted the difficulties faced the Apex Court conducting proceeding under the circumstances. He sought the cooperation on the other judges to the lawyer to deal with the situation as well. Coronavirus cases had been on the wane since on the end on February. The number of daily infections dropped out below 100 a month later and had been dipped to a single digit on May 25. But the cases have been trending up and the recent weeks hitting for the 4-month high on the July 24. The government reported 1,680 new COVID-19 cases and the 2 deaths on Sunday. Foreign Minister A.K. Abdul Momen has requested British Secretary of the State Elizabeth Truss to resettle 1 lakh Rohingya refugees who are now sheltered in Bangladesh. He made the proposal during the bilateral meetings with the Truss in the Kigali, Rwanda, on the sideline of the Commonwealth event on yesterday. Truss thanked the Bangladesh generous hosting of the Rohingyas and they responded that while the UK could look into the best situation of the Rohingya crisis, however, lies in their safe and the sustainable return to enter the homeland in the Myanmar. The Momen briefed his British counterpart about the status and the protected Rohingya crisis and the statement in the process of the safe and the sustainable return of the Myanmar, of the absence of the political commitment of the Myanmar government as well. Expressing the British government concerned at the current political turmoil in the Myanmar, Liz Truss reiterated UK continued and the commitment to the resolve of the Rohingya crisis. She also said that UK would increase the pressure on the Myanmar for a sustainable resolution of the Rohingya crisis. To mark the 50 years of Bangladesh-UK diplomatic relationship, both the minister welcomed the proposal for the 2 foreign officials jointly organize a global girl education summit, a climate leaders dialogue and Rohingya conference in the capital. Viewers, we're taking a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back and you are watching SATV News. Now, news from abroad. Russian strikes hit a residential building in Kiev on Sunday in the first attack on the capital in almost 3 weeks, Ukraine said, calling for the increased support from the G7 leaders meeting in Germany. 1 man died and 4 people, including dead. A victim's 7-year-old daughter were taken to the hospital. Following the early morning strikers, said the city mayor Vitaly Klitschko and the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky as well. Russia denied it had hit a civilian target. The high-profile attack come as a week on the Western diplomacy kicked off with the G7 summit in Germany. Allies, including U.S. President Joe Biden, who condemned the Kiev attack as the barbarism, will take shock for the support for the Ukraine and the sanctions imposed on Moscow. The G7 talks opened on the Sunday with the announcement of a ban on import of the Russian gold, but Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba called for more. Troops in Sri Lanka handed tokens on Monday to people queuing for the petrol amid a severe fuel shortage in the nation battling its worst economic crisis in 7 decades, while the schools shut down in Colombo and public employees were asked to work from the home. Fuel stations requests have grown rapidly since the last week. Public transport, power generation and medical services will get priority in fuel distribution, with some ration to port and airport as well. With its foreign exchange, the reserve at a record low, the island of the 22 million is struggling for the pay for the essential import of the food, medicine and the most critically fuel. Japan has urged people in Tokyo and its surrounding areas to use less electricity on Monday, as the region is expected to suffer a shortage Monday afternoon since temperatures are likely to remain high. The central government on Sunday issued an electricity supply shortage warning for the first time ever under the new system. The government asked people to make effort to save the electricity, particularly between the 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. Monday, including switching off unnecessary light
while also taking measures to prevent heat stroke.
Following a magnitude 7.4 earthquake dropped in the...
Now sports news. Hardik Pandya got off a winning start and India captain as the tourists chased down Ireland 108-4 to win a rain-affected T20 International by 7 wickets on Sunday. The first match of a 2-game series in the Mohalade was reduced to 12 overs per side due to the rain delayed start. Pandya won the toss and inserted the host. Ireland got off to the captain Andy Bilbrim was out to the duck before Paul Starling and the Gareth Delaney also fell inside the first 4 overs. However, Harry Tactor's 64 not out, aided by the Lurkin Tucker's 18 of 16 balls, at least allowed Ireland to set inspected total. India also stumbled early on the replay on the Craig Young for the take wickets and the Ishan Kishan and the Suryakumar Yadav. But they were never in trouble with the required rate as the Deepak Huda smashed on unbeaten 47 of 27 balls and Pandya added 24 before was trapped LBW by Josh Little. Huda completed the job with a back-to-back and the boundaries as India reached 111-16 balls to spare. The second T20 between the sides take place on Tuesday.
Pass from Craig Young. That's gone.
Before ending, we'll go through the SATV news headlines again. Despite ban hundreds of motorbikes along Podda Bridge Toll Plaza, authorities turned them away. Ferry pickup trucks carrying them across the river. Government must identify those who conspired against Podda Bridge project, said AC. Why would World Bank cancel funding? Connectivity is the key to national development, said Prime Minister. Podda Bridge would change the fate of the people of 21 districts. You are up to date with our top stories so far here on SATV, and to know the latest news, visit www.satv.tv. Stay with SATV.